Don't know what's going on. It's dropping in and out. We have no apologies for this. Hopefully we are back. We've just had issues with the stream. What happened is we have got thunderstorms in the area, so Illusion leads for Subaru. Second place is Silent Wolf. We had an incident at the start of the race. Matt Psycho is in third place for Corvette. Fourth place is Wolfbane in the Aston Martin. Majid, who's making his debut in the Corvette, is in fifth. Hopefully people can see this. As I say, there are thunderstorms in the area, and oh, welcome back. So we did lose this feed. Apologies, everybody. The connection issues and the bits and pieces are looking problematic. Yokas running out of fuel on lap number 8 is not going to be ideal for Yokas in a 29 lap race. So Yokas in 6th place will be our first pit stop. The Corvette driver struggling with the fuel, and we can see the race. Thank you, Mika. So we can see the race. So Yokas into the pits. He looks a bit... Oh, he's just gone off. Oh, he's hit the wall as well, so it's gone in too quickly. He's lost time. He'll probably get a penalty as well. Tiny Terror in 9th place. Now for Subaru. Gazman in 9th place as well. So Bunny's in 12th. 13th place is Cinemod. Rob on drums currently. Down further, he had a poor lap on lap number 5, 2 minute 13. He is on medium tyres, so 204s on the mediums is pretty quick. As you see the leader, Illusion, on the 201, sliding his Subaru through the corners. We have got Silent Wolf in 2nd place. There's a weird emoji from Endurance Nut, hand slap. So we're back live with pictures. It's been one of those nights, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a like, give us a share, although to be honest I probably won't have this video up for very long after the race, because it's just been an absolute well, rude word. Bertmon in the chat saying let's go Silent Wolf. Well, Silent Wolf currently in 2nd place, chasing down Illusion. Matt Psycho in 3rd. His fuel is flashing. Will he get round for another lap, or does he have to make his... Thinking about it, in he comes then. Matt Psycho on lap number 9 in the Corvette. So that Corvette cannot make 10 laps. Silent Wolfbane, though, it's got a nice amount of fuel left. It's 25 seconds off Illusion. So Matt Psycho in 4th place. In 5th place, let's go Chris Boo, says Chris Boo. Well, Chris Boo, you're out of the race. After an incident on the 1st lap. So Majid is in 5th. Hello, Bertmond, says Chris Boo. Oh, Majid has gone off, going into the pit lane. This pit lane is incredibly awkward. Let's go on board with Aloha. You can see how tight and twisty it is. You have to be very careful. So let's see, did Yokas? He did. He got a 3-second penalty for his entrance to the pit lane. It's very harsh, but you need to do it properly. Illusion looking good, though. He has done 10 laps on his opening stint, though. You can see him fighting the Subaru down the mountain. He's losing time to Silent Wolf as a result. Silent Wolf also been able to do 10 laps, as is Wolfbane. So Wolfbane and Jonavan as well is in 4th place. So Jonavan moving himself up due to the pit stops of others. Tiny Terror in 5th. Matt Psycho in 6th after his pit stop. He hasn't got a penalty either. Cinemod in 7th, looking strong. Look at his fuel. Not even flashing red yet in the Lexus. Rob on drums in 8th place in his BMW. 9th place is Majid. He's got a 6-second penalty, so he must have had an issue coming out of the pit lane as well, as Illusion comes into the pit, as does Silent Wolf. Bunny's out of the pits. He's nearly a lap down on those that he's fighting in the championship. There's Tiger in the pits, and Illusion coming in, and Silent Wolf. So Wolfbane will be coming in. Let's have a look how tight this pit lane is as we're on board with Wolfbane. He comes in late, slows it down. Oh, he's gone off. Oh, ooh, I don't know if he'll get a penalty for that. It is very tricky. Coming through that pit lane, Jonovan in 4th place. 5th place is Tiny Terror, who's got Matt Psycho right behind him on lap number 10 here at Bathurst. It's been a bit of an event. Internet issues, a start issue. We've had all sorts of problems. I lost connection and then I'm back on. So we've had those issues. Oh, we've got Jonovan going off the circuit. We will be having a live replay of this race tomorrow evening. So we'll do a full replay of this race tomorrow evening because, as I say, internet issues with the stream and everything else going on. It's just not been a good event for those. But we've got Silent Wolf in 2nd place in the BMW, closing the gap to Illusion. Matt Psycho 13 seconds down the road from Silent Wolf. Wolfbane, he's had a penalty. Yes, I thought he would do. 3-second penalty as we see Cinemod coming into the pit and Rob on drums. They're both on mediums. They do not have to use those again. Jonovan in the pits in his Aston Martin, and Tiny Terror there. I've given up with 7. Viva La Sport, says Thingy Majid. Bunny's in 13th. 14th is Tiger. Illusion is leading this race though, 2 seconds ahead of Silent Wolf. Captain order, Silent Wolf, go get P1, says Bertman. Well, Silent Wolf at this point in time is looking very strong. Matt Psycho closing the gap. He's in 3rd for Corvette. 4th is Wolfbane with that penalty. Aloe in 5th. A strong race for Aloe in the BMW. Jonovan in 6th. He's got a 6-second penalty. Oh, that is going to be painful because he's got Magid, sorry. Magid making his debut. What a race to make your debut. Bathurst. He's got Gazman making his GT7 online debut as well. So the team boss of Aston Martin there in 8th place. Yokas in 9th place. Chasing him down. No! Yokas has a spin on the top of the mountain. That is going to damage his car and be an absolute horror. Going down the mountain, go on board with Bunnies. He can see Yokas ahead of him. Yokas smoking in that Corvette and not in a good way. Bunnies now has got rid of the medium tyres, so he'll be a lot quicker. Yokas just touching the outside wall at Forest's elbow. So we can see up ahead, Jonovan going slowly. Why is Jonovan going so slow? Oh, because of his penalty, that is why. So we've got Yokas and Bunnies all of a sudden all over the back of Jonovan. Yokas takes 8th place over from Jonovan, and Bunnies now has got to make a move on the Aston Martin, who makes it easy because he runs off the circuit. And Bunnies gets up into 9th place. He needs to make progress up the field, does Bunnies, because he can see his championship rivals currently in 1st, 2nd and 3rd place. Illusion leads this race from Silent Wolf. He's sliding that Subaru very nicely through Forest's elbow. Silent Wolf, though, chasing him down in the BMW. Pat, the team boss of BMW, will be watching this and hoping that his man can close that gap down, put the pressure on Illusion. Illusion said that he's having a lot of errors in his race. Matt Psycho in 3rd place, the Corvette driver, the championship leader. Right now, the men he doesn't want in front of him are in front of him, but Matt Psycho had a poor start due to the issues at the start of the race. Wolfbane currently on medium tyres. You can see struggling. 2-minute 8 on his last lap. Matt Psycho on the softs, as is Silent Wolf and Illusion. So Wolfbane falling back a little bit in his Aston Martin. Aloe is on the medium tyres as well. in his BMW, setting 2-minute 4s, 2-minute 6s. So that seems to be the pace on the mediums. They're about 2 seconds slower than the softs, maybe. Majid is on the mediums too, so he's done 2:05.5 compared to his fastest lap of 2-minute 3.7. Gazman is on medium, so this must be the medium run stint. Okay, Gazman is in 7th. Great view numbers, Jam. Great job. SNL says Thingamajig. Thank you very much, Thingamajig. So Gazman in 7th place. Bunny's in 8th with his Lexus. Yokas in 9th place, but let's go back to the front of the field where the gap is staying pretty constant, about 2 seconds between the two race leaders. So Silent Wolf in his BMW. As the sun comes up here at Bathurst, Mount Panorama. In the Sunday Night League, like, share, subscribe, although, well, this part of the video is okay, but the beginning of the race you don't have at this side of the video because we just lost connection. Lots of internet issues, lots of thunderstorms in the area, so I lost the stream. I lost audio. At one point you can listen to the radio commentary for a little bit before it starts to drive you insane because you can't see the circuit. We had a big accident at the beginning of the race that took out a lot of our drivers. There were calls for a red flag, but unfortunately we can't use red flags in this game. Chris Booth left the race and called for a red flag, which you can't do. As I say, there's no red flag in SNL GT7 Racing. Tiger is chasing down Cinnamod in his Subaru. The team boss of Subaru setting 2:05.8, so he jumped in very last minute. These are the first 12 laps he's done in this car since the opening round at Spa, which was absolutely pouring with rain. That is in our archive. You can watch that on our YouTube channel. Like, share and subscribe to that. You will get notifications as well. Turn on that dinger. You will get a notification each time we go live, and each time maybe that we have to go live if there's thunderstorms in the area. So Rob on drums, currently 14th place in his BMW. The race leader is Illusion, the man from Greece. He has dominated this series since making his debut in the series in race number 2. He's won the round number 2 and round number 3. This is round number 4. He's looking 3 in a row, and it would put him in a very strong position in the championship with 75 points. Matt Psycho currently leads the championship with 67, so Illusion definitely putting himself in the picture. Next week we are at Fuji. We will be live for that, and dynamic weather will be set for that too. So Illusion currently in first. In second place is Silent Wolf, going down Conrad Straight towards the chase. Keeping that gap close enough to Illusion to make Illusion think about it. Silent Wolf's got his left indicator on for some reason. I don't know why. Issues here tonight with the stream. Apologies for that. We will be doing a full race replay tomorrow evening, so that will look a little bit different because the replay options aren't as good as the live broadcast options, which is something consistent with GT Sport. Matt Psycho in third place, just on his own really, setting 2-minute 1s. He can't get into those 2 minutes or the low 2-minute 1s that the drivers in front of him can. So maybe it's a consolidation race for the championship leader. Wolfbane in fourth place, he's on those medium tyres, so medium tyres have to be run once in this race. By all drivers, those in the top 3 positions haven't run it yet, and as we've seen, it's about 2 seconds off the pace, although Wolfbane actually not setting a bad lap time there, 2:03.4. And Lowy in 5th place for BMW. Strong race for Lowy. It's a good position. He's got Bunnies chasing him down though. Bunnies has been in the contention for the podium every race this season. This race though started on the mediums, which may have been a poor choice. He dropped down to about 13th place. He's now in 6th. I believe he was caught up in the carnage as well at the first lap, which was caused by a jump start by somebody on the front row, we believe. Pat saw that, the team principal of BMW. So we'll have to have a look at that and see what happened. It's a classic case of a red flag, but as we've said before, the red flags are not possible on the game. Jonavan putting pressure on Magid in the Corvette. Magid again, very late call up. Sarlacc unable to attend for Corvette, so he has had his seat taken by Magid, the Danish drivers making his SNL debut. Chased by Jonavan, who qualified high up in 8th place, 6th place should I say, so he's dropped back a little bit as the race has settled down. Lap 15 though, of 29. Oh, sliding for Magid, Magid's crashed! Magid has crashed at the worst. Got you back, Jam, I think, says Mama Sykes. Hopefully so, Mama Sykes. Some issues there for Magid. He's in first, now down to 11th place. Oh, Tiger spun! I thought that was the race leader. Then. As we can see all the Subarus all together. So we've got Tiger, Tiny Terror, and then we've got Illusion chasing them both down. So Illusion actually in the middle now. Oh, he's having a bit of an issue, trying to lap his team boss. Tiger, he's got Tiny Terror behind him. So Illusion is in the traffic. You can see two cars that look very similar. Tiger's such a late call-up, he wasn't able to change his banner to, I believe, a blue one that Penguino drives his Subaru with. So we've got two red Subarus. Doesn't take much to make a big mistake in the S's, says Pat. It does not. This track is absolutely brutal at times. So we've got one Subaru trying to get out the way of the other. Illusion is now into first place. The instant I add Magid into Discord, says Endurance Nut. So that's probably when Magid crashed off. Matt Psycho in third place. Doing a great job. I believe that's to Magid. So Endurance Nut happy with his stand-in driver. Matt Psycho, his lead driver, the leader of the championship, with 7 points from Silent Wolf, who will cut it down. He's now got the Subarus up ahead of him. So Tiny Terror really needs to get out of the way. Oh, that looked a bit dicey there for Silent Wolf, as he was catching Tiny Terror. So Silent Wolf will cut the championship lead down to 5 points if it stays like this. So it's very tight at the top. He's just lost a lot of time though to Illusion, the leader of the race. Silent Wolfbane, in 4th place in the Aston Martin. He's sort of on his own now, in a big gap between himself and Matt Psycho and Bunnies. Bunnies has got himself up into 5th place. He's setting 2:02s, and that is pretty quick. Yokas into the pits already on lap number 16. This is not looking good for Yokas. He's going to have to fuel save in some way, because he can't just keep pitting. 16 laps in, and this is his second stop on a 29-lap race. So he's currently looking at a 3-stopper. Other drivers are looking at 2 stoppers, are trying to extend their fuel out for 2 stops. It is a tricky race, this one, for fuel. So Tiny Terror now 13th place. 14th is Rob on drums. Illusion leads by over 7 seconds now. Silent Wolf lost about 2.5 seconds on that last lap. So Silent Wolf, he's got another Subaru up ahead of him, of Tiger. He will not be happy to see these Subarus ahead. Blue flags are waving. They are early to wave. I know drivers have said that about the blue flags. They are difficult to fully understand. The cloud is actually covering over here at Bathurst now. As we are in lap number 18, that's Psycho setting 2018 quite consistently. So this Corvette just looking a bit of a handful at the mountain. For the championship leader, but he's got a nice gap to Wolfbane. But remember, Wolfbane is on the medium tyres. Matt Psycho hasn't run them yet. The Wolfbane's sliding through Hell's Corner. He's really pushing hard in the Aston Martin. 5th place is Bunnies. He's pulled away from Aloe. I've seen Yokas go through fuel quickly a few times previously, says Pat, which is one of the Corvette's weaknesses. It is. It is a very quick car, but you have to manage with this GTE Championship, with the different cars that we have got in this series. You have to manage the fuel very carefully. Thank you everybody who's viewing us here at the Sunday Night League. Give us a like, give us a share. We have had an issue with this video though. There were thunderstorms in the area and it did cut off my internet connection. We also had a big crash at the beginning of the race that would have warranted a red flag, but there are no red flags in our GT7 league because you simply can't set the grid on the lobbies. That's something for game designers to sort out. Thank you everyone that's joining us though, because we've got a fantastically poised race. We've got the Corvettes looking a little bit weaker here. Oh, you can see Cinemod's having a look at the outside wall as he goes through the cutting. Lexus not looking too strong either, and Lexus lost a car in the madness of the red flag. Chris Boo disconnected to the lobby, pulled out thinking that a red flag would be called. They are not called in these lobbies. So Tiny Terror 11th place in the Subaru, moving up the field as people make their pit stops. Rob on drums also moving up the field. He's got a nice bit of fuel. You can see Matt Psycho just lapped him. Yokas in 13th place, going through the fuel quite quickly. And Tiger, I believe, has just done a pit stop as well. He will have issues. No, he's had just a very slow lap actually. 2 minute 50 for Tiger. I don't know what happened there. Oh, 11-second lead for Illusion. This is the biggest lead he's had all race. And he's going down his tank. So the cloud has really come in here at Bathurst. I would say it looks like it's going to rain, but unfortunately we can't have rain on this track, which is an absolute shame. I say that as a commentator, not as a driver, because this track is difficult as it is. I would not like to drive it in the rain on slick tyres. Could you imagine what that's like? Illusion then going round again. He's going to get to lap number 20 for his second stop, so he can do 2 stops here. He can do 2 stops, so will Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf getting a little bit more fuel, so he's saved fuel a bit better. And he'll be going on to the medium tyres. He's had another slow lap though. Maybe he's having to fuel save a bit. Maybe he's decided, I'm going to fuel save. Matt Psycho into the pits. He's managed to elongate his fuel a little bit better. Got 10 laps out of that time. So Matt Psycho then will be going into the pit onto his medium tyres then for the last 10 laps. Wolfbane is currently on his medium stint. He's looking pretty good in 4th place. Sliding through the chase. Into Murray's corner goes the Aston Martin driver. Aston Martin, the only team right now not to have a podium in the championship. proved a tricky car in this series. But he's going to get himself up into third place as Matt Psycho is in the pits. In fact, Bunny's a little bit too far behind and he has to pit this lap. Lowy in 6th place will be pitting this lap too. Gasman in 7th in his Aston Martin. So he'll be pitting this lap, but considering he's just jumped in last minute, he'll be happy with that, team boss. Let's go to the front of the field though. So Illusion, he'll be pitting this lap in the Subaru. It's the car of choice, people have said. Lowy in the pits, so is Bunnies. So Cinnamod just ahead of Illusion. So Cinnamod getting himself up the grid. It's a 5th now as those around him start to pit. In comes Silent Wolf as well, so nicely, slowly. You can lose so much time as we've seen by other drivers going into that pit lane. Wolfbane a minute behind the race leader. This track proving very difficult. And to find a rhythm, Cinnamod in 5th. 6th place is Bunnies. 7th is Tiny Terror. 8th is Rob on drums in the BMW. He's moving up the field as others make their pit stops. He's going to come in this lap though, I believe. And Lowy has got Yokas on the exit. Yokas has got the momentum and gets the position going down towards Griffin's Bend, the right-hander at the end of this long straight. So Yokas up into 9th place. Lowy 10th, Gasman is 11th, he's just coming out the pits. Jonovan 12th, Magid in 13th, Tiger is 14th, but his team leader is at the front. He's lost a lot of time though in the pit stops. He's lost about 2.5 seconds compared to Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf doesn't have to fill up with as much fuel then, as he's on the mediums, so is Illusion. And Illusion has commented these medium tyres on the Subaru make it slide. So yes, he's got a 7-second lead, but it won't be a comfortable one. Especially going down the mountain in this car. So we have Illusion in first, down the hill. It's not sliding. Be happy about that. Got traffic ahead of him though. Fair distance off though. Through Forest Elbow. Oh, you can see how much he's having to fight the back end of that Subaru. But he's getting a nice little gap actually to Silent Wolf, who looks like he's going to have issues himself. He's got a slow moving Corvette ahead of him. I believe, yes, that's Magid ahead of him. That's Psycho then, 24 seconds behind the race leader. He's on the mediums. He's got a lap on the mediums, so his mediums will be fresh in terms of heat cycle. He'll have got enough heating to them, he'll be comfortable with them as well. He's got a 38-second gap between him and Wolfbane though. Wolfbane has also done a pit stop. So Wolfbane on the soft tyres as he goes down the mountain. You can see how difficult this track is, as Wolfbane just sliding that car through. Bunnies in 5th place, a great recovery drive for Bunnies. Definitely looks like he's had the pace to actually be further up the grid here. He got caught out, I believe, in that lap 1 incident. Yokas is in 6th place. Lowy in 7th. 8th is Gasman. 9th Cinnamod in the Lexus. 10th is Jonovan in the Aston Martin. Magid, who's making his debut in the Sunday Night League, is 11th place. Go for it, Matt, says Mama Sykes. She's wanting her boy to get there. Tiger having issues. He's run out of fuel, I believe, which is not good. That's not good for the team boss. Whilst his lead driver leads the race, he's catching up to an Aston Martin, so sliding ahead of him. So which Aston Martin is that? It's Gasman. There he is. Oh, is it? No, it's Yonavan. Very close to each other. Come through the chase. Race leader Illusion. He's got first place. He's got a 13-second lead over Silent Wolf. He's just pulling away. He's got comfortable with those medium tyres. Silent Wolf having issues with them. So Illusion looking very strong here as we go into lap number 23. 7 laps left, including the one they're on. Silent Wolf 2:05.9, a very slow lap from Silent Wolf, so he's had an error at some point during the lap. That Psycho will be crossing the line now, 2:03.3, so there you go, 2.5 seconds between Silent Wolf and Matt Psycho. There's enough time for Matt Psycho to get into second place at this rate. On the sites will be pushing for that. You can see Rob on drums and Tiny Terror in the background having a battle. Let's go and see that. So it's 12th place. Rob on drums there. He's got Tiny Terror trying to get past him. So you can see Rob on drums holding the position as they go through Griffin's Bend and towards the cutting. We are the Sunday night lead. This is the GTE Championship on GT7. We are at round number 4 of 5 in this championship. Like, share, subscribe to us if you have not done so already. We are here every Sunday night at 8 o'clock for racing on GT7. Next week we are at Fuji for the final round of this championship, and as it stands, it's going to be a tight one between Matt Psycho and Silent Wolf. 5 points will be between the two drivers into the final race if it all stays like this. I believe Tiger may have retired from the race. He's just staying in the pits now. He was a late call-up to the race though. He had no practice. He's not driven this car since round number 1 at Spa. Illusion having issues with a bit of traffic right now. You can see him flashing Cinemod, who's ahead of him. Cinemod in 9th place. He's trying to use the slipstream of Cinemod. I believe Cinemod maybe was trying to pull out of the way. So Illusion currently trying to get past, but he hasn't got the straight line speed in comparison with... Oh, there's a battle up ahead. Oh, Lowy and Yokas and Gasman, sorry, side by side through the cutting. Oh, Gasman fighting with Lowy then for 7th place. Game was being really weird and kept glitching, says Tiger. I think it's been very weird tonight. They did that update 10 days ago, and since then it's got the glitches back, and it's not good. So Gasman getting the blue flag, but he's currently racing for 7th place against the low. He's putting the pressure on the BMW driver. So Gasman in 8th. You can see the race leader is the next car after Gasman. So we'll go on board with Illusion, who is leading this race. He's got cars all around him. He'll be hoping to get past the Aston Martin team boss and the BMW Aloe at the team boss of BMW. We'll be happy to see this. His driver's currently 2nd, 7th, not top 7. We've got the top 5 again covered by 5 different cars. Corvette in 6th place with Yokas, but remember Yokas is on a strategy where he's going to really struggle. A lovely bit of driving there by Gasman as he eases off the power to let the race leader through, and Lowy does the same thing. He's got to be careful because he's going to... Well, has he let... He hasn't let him through. I don't know what happened there. So Illusion now is stuck in the traffic. You can see 4 cars, but Illusion is the race leader. He's going to have to get past Lowy, as we can see Cinnamod will have a go at Gasman. Cinnamod having a go at Gasman as he tries to follow the race leader through, and he does it. Cinnamod gets himself up into 8th place, takes advantage of the race leader going through. Let's go on board then with Gasman, who is driving his online debut on GT7. He's in 9th place in the Aston Martin. He's just been overtaken by Cinnamod in the Lexus ahead of us. He's been fighting with Lowy for 7th place, and now all of a sudden he's down into 9th. They're fighting very closely. Let's go down the mountain now. Cinnamod looking at Lowy. These three, less than half a second between these 3 drivers. 7th, 8th and 9th place currently, you can see on your screen. And his 2nd place chasing down. No, that is Jonovan in the Aston Martin, the teammate of Gasman. He's going to hopefully make it a full-way battle for 7th place. Keep with this battle, because Lowy in 7th, he's not guaranteed of anything, because that Lexus looks very fast as they go towards the chase. Can Cinnamod do anything going into the chase? No, he can't, but he puts the pressure on. Oh, something's going on with chat or something. I don't know what's happened there. Chat's just suddenly decided to appear on my screen. We're having a very strange night, ladies and gentlemen. Yokas in the pits, so this is his final stop. Splash and dash at the end of the race. That will drop him a long way down the field. Illusion then, 10th place. Sorry, 10-second lead in 1st place. He hasn't been held up too badly by the traffic. He's got 4 laps left here at Bathurst. So just be under an hour, I believe. Silent Wolf in 2nd place. He'll be happy with this, I think. BMW just not quite at the same level of the Subaru, and it's tenths. 10 seconds over an hour. It's just tenths of a second per lap. Matt Psycho in 3rd place, the Corvette driver. Had a quiet race, really, for him. He's in 3rd. 202s on the medium tyre. The medium tyre looking pretty strong, actually. Although we see that 2-minute 0.2 by Illusion as the fastest lap, which is very impressive from him. 4th place is Wolfbane. So he is having a nice race there on his own, really. A minute behind the race leader. Stayed around that time as well. So the Aston Martin driver looking to bag 4th. Bunny's in 5th place. Again, frustration for him. Pace hasn't been bad. Just had issues at the start of the race. Used the medium tyres, dropped down to 13th. But he's up into 5th. And Lowy has got the battle on with Cinnamod. For 6th place, Cinnamod putting the pressure on the Lexus driver, pushing the BMW driver as they go into Murray's Corner. Turn 23 of this circuit. We're putting the pressure on with the Lexus. On board with him, the blue Lexus. He's having his fastest lap of the race. So definitely looking strong. A little bit wider than the Lowy out of Hell's Corner. He's gone purple in the 1st sector. So the fastest lap is on for Cinnamod right now. But that's not where you get your lap time. You get your lap time through the mountain. You'll see as we go through the cutting just how daunting the circuit is. especially when you're chasing somebody so closely as Cinnamod is to Aloe. Climb the mountain. I think Aloe's just clipped the wall there. Yes, he has, because Cinnamod has closed the gap hugely as they're going up through Frog Hollow and up at the top of the mountain now. So we're going to go down the mountain. Oh, Aloe sliding everywhere. Cinnamod closing the gap, fighting his Lexus as well. In response possibly to Aloe's incident, and Aloe pulling away now from Cinnamod. You can see momentum is needed as they go through Forest Elbow. Aloe a lot wider than Cinnamod. Cinnamod sliding his car, is getting blue flags now. I believe that will be for Silent Wolf. Yes, it is. So Silent Wolf is there in second place in his BMW. Illusion is still leading for Subaru. Silent Wolf in second. Third place, Matt Psycho. Nice big gap to Wolfbane. The gap, really not seen such a big gap for Wolfbane this season. Fifth place is Bunnies on a best sector so far. 3 laps left. With Aloe in 6th. 7th is Cinnamod. 8th is Gazman, who's got Yonovan just behind him. So Yonovan in 9th place. And we've got the second place driver, Silent Wolf, catching up this traffic, so he's not going to be happy to see these Aston Martins. It's something about Aston Martin. The yellow and red Aston Martin are always closely matched. Yolo unable to join us tonight with in South Africa, so it's not just here in England that there are internet issues. We're looking for the beginning of the race. It's not on the stream. It's on the first stream of this race. I lost internet connection halfway through the race. We did lose visuals for a few laps as well, as trying to find out what was going on. Found out there are thunderstorms around me. That's the issues. Oh, Yonovan clipping the wall. Oh. Silent Wolf getting through, trying to push. There we have Tiger in the pits. He has pulled his car in for safety reasons. He had a very late call to join the race, so he's pulled up in the pits just for the safety of others, really. He had internet issues as well. He said it was glitching and doing all sorts of weird behaviour as Illusion just clips the curb a little bit too much in this chase, and he nearly spins it. So he is still pushing. It is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We've got one more lap left. As Illusion enters it now, we've had an hour of racing here at Bathurst. It has been incident-filled. We had an issue at the start of the race. Silent Wolf is in second place. There will be a full replay. Oh, Yonovan just having a bit of an issue. Gazman easing off slightly. Yes, letting second place driver past him. Matt Psycho in third place has been closing the gap down. 21 seconds between Matt Psycho now and Illusion. So Matt Psycho's been quicker on these medium tyres, but Illusion is going through the mountain section for the last time. All he has to do then is not clip the wall. He got very close there though. Got a 10-second lead over Silent Wolf. I don't think he's got any traffic ahead of him. No, he's got no traffic ahead. So he just has to take it easy down the mountain. Doesn't have to push. He's cleared the traffic perfectly today. Forest Elbow just clips the wall on the exit of Forest Elbow though. But it's looking very good for the Subaru man. GT87 Tiger, he's in the pits, he's watching this though. And he'll be seeing his man take the third win of the season in this Subaru. Do you remember round 1 where we were all worried that this Subaru wouldn't win a race because it was too slow in straight line? Well, they updated it, didn't they? They updated the car, although Illusion, granted, won round number 2 before the update. So it was a strong car anyway. And Illusion is going to win round number 4 here at Bathurst. He wins here. Whoa, please don't do that, because I don't know how the game will react. Silent Wolf in 2nd place. Close the gap down. 3rd place for Matt Psycho. Lowy in 6th place. Cinnamod in 7th. Gionovan in 8th. Matt Psycho then crossing the line in 3rd place. He'll be happy with that. Damage limitation, Lowy 6th. 7th Cinnamod. 8th Gionovan. 9th Gasman for the late step in. You can see Rob on drums cross the line in his BMW. 10th place for him. Yokas 11th. Majid will get 12th place in his Corvette, his debut. And then we have got Tiny Terror crossing the line in 13th place. In 14th place is Wolfbane. And in 5th place is Bunnies. Top 5s in all the races for Bunnies. To say, medium tyres at the start of the race may be being an issue for Bunnies, nearly losing it actually through the chase as he comes down into Murray's Corner for the final time. Don't lose the car, Bunnies. So Bunnies, don't cross the line like that, please. There we go. So Bunnies in 5th place. So Illusion winning round number 4 here at Bathurst. Close battle though with Silent Wolf in 2nd. Matt Psycho in 3rd place. 4th place is Wolfbane. 180 kilometres around Bathurst and 20 seconds between the top 3. Not bad. Looked a good race going by what I could see tonight. And 2 Beamers in the top 6. Yay, says Pat. Indeed. Bunnies in 5th place for Lexus. 6th place was a Lowy. Great result for him. His best in SNL. Cinnamod in 7th. Very close to a Lowy. 8th was Jonovan. 9th was his team boss, Gasman, stepping in at the last moment. Rob on drums, also in 10th. So 3 BMWs in the top 10, Pat. 11th place for Yokas. 12th place for Majid. And 13th place for Tiny Terror. And Tiger is in the pits. He will count as a race finisher, because he has done 75% of the race distance, has he? Ooh, he may not have done. Pity regarding the problems. Great commentary round, great race, says Mama Sykes. It's just one of those nights. Great job, Corvette. Such an intense race, says Endurance Red. No, it is a tricky circuit, but Illusion won it. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching live despite all of the issues, and in fact, there you go, that sums up how many issues we've had. I can't see the lobby settings board, so we'll just have to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Bathurst, Australian countryside. Join us next week for round number 5, the final round of the GTE Championship at Fuji. Dynamic weather is enabled, and with that beautiful shot of Mount Panorama, I'm going to finish it there. Like, share, subscribe. Join us for more action in the race. Thank you very much.